Hello, everyone. Some of you may have seen me before, and for some of you, it may be the first time. Yeah, it's just such a joy to be here every time whenever I get to fill in for Sarah. So I would just invite you to, set aside anything else that might be a distraction, your phone or any work things around you. And we're just going to start with some gentle movement to help get into our bodies and settle into a meditation posture more easily. So you can simply start by rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, doing some gentle shoulder rolls. And throughout these exercises, always go at your own pace. And you know your body best, right? So we never want to do anything that's going to cause pain. You might feel sensation, especially those of us who sit a lot. We're basically lubricating the joints. So sometimes it might feel tight, or there might be a little bit of discomfort, but always, never go past your edge. And we're gonna roll our shoulders in the opposite direction. So up, front, and down. And so these joint warm-ups are very, very important because there's something in our joints called synovial fluid that helps lubricate them. And that fluid is only really activated and produced significantly when we move in these ways. So if you do at least, 8 rolls of your shoulders or wrists or whatever joint it is, that's when the fluid starts to be produced. So we can follow this with some wrist circles. You might hear some cracking. Mine are cracking today. And starting to deepen the breath as well. And imagine that you're sending your breath into the part of your body that you're moving. Switching directions. So literally imagining that you're breathing into your wrists, that you're helping to create more space. And coming back to center, bringing the hands down, and we're gonna do some neck movements. So you can start with some yeses, stretching the neck, the head up and then down, and just be mindful of the range that is best for you today with this one. Continuing to breathe. And feeling the nice stretch in the front of the neck. Bringing the head back to center, and now doing some nose. So going left and right. And noticing what's your range of motion like, and is it different from one side to the other? And you can even bring your shoulders back slightly as you do this. And bringing the head back to center. Now bringing the left ear down to the left shoulder, right ear down to the right shoulder. Continuing to breathe. Notice if sometimes you stop breathing when you start doing a new exercise. I know that can happen to me sometimes. And bringing the head back to center, and we're going to draw circles with our nose in front of us. So that's a way of doing gentle head rolls. You can make the circles as big as you want. You can progressively widen them. And noticing the sensations in the occipital region in the back of your head. breathing. And coming back to center, switching directions. And as I was mentioning last class, these are great movements that you can incorporate in your day. You know, after 30 minutes or an hour of computer work, you can do a couple of these and it just helps keep your body more mobile and healthier. So coming back to center, and we're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Imagine that you were trying to grab stars in the sky, like stretching very high with your arms and making like a grasping motion with your hands. So we're really stretching the side body in this way. Breathing as you do this. And bringing the arms back down. We're going to do some gentle twists. So you can bring your left hand onto your right thigh. And you can bring your right hand onto the chair behind you. You can inhale, lift the spine through the crown of your head, and exhale, gently twist from the hips first, and then all the way up the spine. And you can look behind your right shoulder. Breathing here, breathing into the belly, the sternum, and the upper chest. And coming back to center, just noticing how this feels in your spine. We never want to go too far with those spinal twists. Now bringing your right hand to your left leg, your left thigh. Your left hand can clasp the chair behind you. You're going to inhale, lift up through the crown of your head, and exhale, twist from the hip, and then extending the twist all the way up through the spine. And you can look past your left shoulder. And keep breathing. Breathing into the twist. And coming back to center. We're going to do a few cat-cows with our spine. So usually you would do this on all fours, but since we're seated, you can have both hands on your thighs. And as you inhale, you're going to arch the spine slightly, starting at the hips, moving up the spine, and you're going to open up the chest, open up the neck as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to curl the spine from the hips all the way up to the crown of your head, one vertebrae at a time. Exhaling. You're going to keep going at your own pace. So you inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round the spine. Inhale, stretching all the way through the crown of your head, opening up the chest. Exhale, round the spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the top of the head. Notice how this feels in your low back, your spine, your neck. Keep going at your own pace. We're going to do a couple more of these. Inhaling, stretching, extending the spine. Exhaling, curling up the spine all the way to the crown of your head. And coming back to center. So these movements of the spine are very, very important for spinal health. Really encourage you to incorporate them in your work breaks throughout the day, or at least do them once in the morning and once in the evening. And now feel free to find a comfortable seated posture for our breathing exercise, and then we're going to go right into our meditation. So if you need cushions, you can either be on a chair or cross-legged on the floor with supports. If you have a tendency to get sleepy, you might choose to stand, or you might want to lie down. If you're someone who stays pretty alert during meditation, that might be most comfortable for your body. So really picking the posture that is best for you today, that supports relaxation and alertness. And when you're ready, when you've found that posture, making any micro movements you need to get comfortable, feel free to close your eyes. Hmm. And actually, what's coming through is to get a little body scan before we go into our meditation to switch it up a bit from the last sessions I've given. So I would invite you to bring your attention to the top of your head. And as I name these different body parts, you're going to really bring all of your attention into that body part. So it's as if you were like really feeling all the sensations that are present on the top of your head. No matter what they, maybe it's vibrations, maybe it's, a tickling sensation, maybe it's pressure or pain, and just really welcoming whatever sensations are there. They might be more subtle, they might be more obvious or bigger. So doing this exercise with eyes closed, let's start to bring attention to the top of your head, noticing all the sensations there, allowing your attention to glide down your face and the back of your head. Noticing all the sensations in your jaw, all the way down to your chin. Bringing your attention to the front and back of your neck. And all the way down to your shoulders, feeling the inside of your shoulders as if you were in that part of your body. And traveling down the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, noticing all the sensations present in the hands, maybe some vibrations, some heat. And traveling back up the arms, all the way to the shoulders. Noticing the sensations in the top of the chest and the upper back. Your solar plexus and mid back. Your belly and lower back. Bringing your attention down into the hips. Noticing how your body is touching the chair or support underneath you, and how solid that support feels. Traveling down to the upper legs. And if your mind wanders, simply bring it back into your body. Noticing the sensations present in the knees, the lower legs, all the way down to the ankles and the feet. Noticing all the sensations that are present in the feet. And still with eyes closed, widening the scope of your attention, taking in your whole body. Noticing the sensations that are most alive in your body as a whole. And keeping the eyes closed, we're going to choose our breath as the object of focus for this next part of our meditation. And so you can choose to rest your attention either really in the movement of your breath in your belly. It might even help to place a hand on your belly. Or you might choose to bring your attention to your nostrils. So noticing the air coming in and out of your nostrils. If you're new to this practice, the belly might be easier. And if you've been doing this for a while, then the nostrils would probably be more interesting. So choosing one and bringing your full attention to that place. Noticing the movement of the air as it comes in and as it goes out. Noticing how the movement of the breath is like a wave. And you're just being with that wave as it comes in and as it goes out. And it's completely normal to have thoughts that distract you. And every time that happens, you simply catch yourself and bring your attention back to the breath. You can even silently say to yourself, thinking. So that's a way to track distracting thoughts that come up, and it can help bring your attention back to the breath even more easily. We're not trying to change the breath in any way, simply observing it. as it is from moment to moment. And so I'm noticing if there are parts of you that want to control, that want to make something happen. Maybe if there are parts of you that get restless, or bored or sleepy, and simply welcoming them without letting them take over your inner experience, almost as if you're welcoming a child, lovingly saying, like, oh, I see you, and choosing to come back to the breath. Seeing how refined you can get with your awareness. Can you notice even subtler sensations? Whether you're noticing the breath in the belly or at the nostrils, noticing distracting thoughts whenever they may come up, thinking, and bringing the attention back to your breath. This is the practice. Noticing if there are any changes in your breath as you continue to observe it, not because you're forcing anything, but because that is the nature of impermanence. That nothing stays exactly the same. Our sensations shift, change from one moment to another. and seeing how you can embody this mix of qualities of being relaxed and being alert and present. And now, still with eyes closed, you can widen your attention to take in your whole body again and notice what feels different, whether it's on a physical level or perhaps an emotional level. If you notice any difference in the quality of your mind, taking stock of that. And now bring your attention to your heart space, still keeping the eyes closed. Resting in the heart and noticing what sensations you feel in this area. Is there any tension, constriction? Breathing into it. Imagining that you're taking a seat inside of your own heart. Connecting with those qualities of tenderness, of love. If you're able to connect with some of these qualities, it could be softness, it could be love, warmth of some kind, allowing that to diffuse from your heart to the rest of your body. Like your heart is a sun and there's light shining and streaming from your heart center throughout your body. You can silently repeat the words of the loving kindness practice. May I be well. May I be happy. May I live with ease. And feel free to modify the words if there are others that resonate more for you. May I be well. May I be happy. May I live with ease. Really allowing yourself to feel those words in your body. What would it be like to be in relation with yourself, like with the person, like a person in your life who's very dear to you, to feel the same gentleness, the same care, the same love for yourself? May I be well. May I be happy. May I live with ease. I'm really feeling and visualizing that this is true. Now, thinking of a person in your life who is very dear to you, seeing them in your mind's eye, and extending the same wishes to them, the same blessings. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. If any distracting thoughts come up, bringing your attention back to visualizing this loved one and extending these blessings to them. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. Now imagining someone who's more neutral to you, someone that you perhaps don't know as well, and extending the same blessings to them. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. Noticing if it's harder to do that for someone that you don't know as well, which is okay. Just being in that practice of connecting to your heart and connecting to your shared humanity with this person. Now I would invite you to visualize someone that you don't get along with as well. Maybe someone that you know personally, or a public figure, someone with whom you don't see eye to eye, perhaps about what's going on in the world. Maybe someone that you harbor some resentment towards, or some anger towards. And seeing what it's like to connect to your heart, connect to that shared humanity, and extend those wishes. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. That doesn't mean that you need to agree with them, but seeing if it's possible to shift the enemy image, just keep that shared human in mind. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And still with eyes closed, wrapping this up and noticing what's present for you, what this last practice of loving kindness was like. Knowing that it's exactly that, a practice. And what difference would it make if you kept practicing this in your day-to-day? Simply as an inner practice and inner way of directing your attention in relationship to yourself, to your loved ones, and even to people you don't know as well, or even to people that you disagree with. Knowing, of course, that it doesn't mean that we excuse certain behavior or that we need to agree with them. But what's it like to just remember that shared humanity and wish them healing, wish them peace? And very gently, you can start to make some little movements, maybe with your hands and feet. You might want to stretch in whatever way feels good. Maybe do a couple shoulder or neck rolls. And opening the eyes over the next few exhales. Taking a moment to orient, look at the space around you, and ground into the feet. And take a few deeper breaths to invigorate the body and mind. And thanking yourself for making the time for your practice today. And thanking all the other humans who came to practice as well, knowing that we're one interconnected web, even if we can't see each other. And my invitation would be to mindfully transition into the next part of your day and see if you can keep that connection to your heart and connection to your breath as you move through this afternoon and evening. Thank you so much. It's always a joy to be here with you, and hopefully I will see you all again sometime soon.